Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Let me introduce myself before. My name is Ramadhani. I am a student from Batam State Polytechnic. At this time, I would like to talk to you about personal document. The first, I will explain you about testimonial letter, and the second, I will explain you about favorable reference. Okay, let's get started. Before I explain you about testimonial letter, you must know what is the personal document. Personal document these are documents used in social science which record part of a personal life, most frequently in their own words. Maybe you have heard about testimonial letter. What is the testimonial letter? Testimonial letter is written confirmation of another person's character or word in the form of a personal recommendation. A testimonial letter is written by a person such as teacher, professor, tutor, or an employer who is in a position to recommend another. The person who writes a testimonial letter must be able to confirm and attest to the character, abilities, temperament, dependability, and disposition of a person. This type of request is usually made by people who are applying for a new job, testifying to the fact that they are good in character. What is an importance of testimonial letter? A testimonial letter is important and requires a formal format using the correct wording and etiquette. Generally, you will not know the receipt personnel, so the format, style, and structure of a testimonial letter is applied in a formal style. How to write a testimonial letter? The sample format provides a good example of how to write a testimonial letter that includes the proper way to start and close these types of letter and the proper salutation. It should include information about the person's characters, personality, traits, skills, talent, and personal ethics. The purpose is to confirm that you have personal knowledge of the person that indicates that they have an outstanding character and reputation and that you are willing to recommend them to the person you are writing to. A testimonial letter is usually requested by a prospective employer, but character reference requests may be made by a court or a judge. These are extremely serious requests and we suggest you refer to character reference for court. This is sample of testimonial letter. Okay, next. What is a reference letter? Reference letter is also known as a recommendation letter, which is a letter that contains an assessment of a person's character and personal qualities. Unlike the curriculum vitae, which contains formal data and individual achievement, the reference letter is more formal and includes other things such as attitude to work style. In a way, a reference letter is more honest and not made up. The company also will not underestimate the reference letter because it relates to how the attitude of prospective employees if letter actually recruited. To that end, as much as possible, get a reference letter from people who are respected and known to many people so that the validation is also not questioned. What to include in a reference letter unless the candidate gives you a form on which to write your recommendation, following a proper business letter format is appropriate. This includes listing your contact information, the date, and the contact information for a person receiving your letter at the top of the letter. Here, the sample of reference letter. How to write a reference letter to get an idea of what to write and how your letter should read. Here are some general guidelines to consider before writing your letter. The first step is salutation. Begin your letter with Dear Mr. or Dear Mrs. Next, first paragraph. The first paragraph of the reference letter explains your connection to the person you are recommending, including how you know them, how you have known them, and why you are qualified to write a reference letter on their behalf. Be sure to include the name of the company, job, school, or opportunity for which the person is applying. For the example, I've been James Smith's supervisor at XYZ company for the past 5 years. I'm pleased to recommend him for the position of head accountant at ABC company. Next, second paragraph. The middle paragraph of the reference letter contains information of the person you are writing about, including why they are qualified and what they can contribute. If necessary, use more than one paragraph to provide details. Be specific and share examples of why this person is qualified candidate. If you can, write specific instance where you observe the person successfully using the skills required for the position. Try to describe qualities and skills that relate to the specific jobs, school, or opportunity. For example, if the person is applying for a job as a manager, focus on the person's leadership and communication skills. The last is letter closing. In the closing paragraph, over to provide more information and include your contact information so you are available to give a verbal recommendation or answer further questions if necessary. You might also reiterate that you recommend this person wholeheartedly or without reservation. So guys, testimonial letter is different with favorable reference letter. Testimonial letters often assert that an employee will work to a certain standard. A reference simply outlines that he did perform the duties of required. A testimonial does not have to be full and comprehensive. The obligation is merely to provide a true, accurate, and fair reflection of the person that does not give a misleading impression. Okay, that is all my presentation. I hope this is useful for you and thanks for watching this video. See you next time.